Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. This little item cost me an eBay VeRO, but I fought back and won. Stay tuned to find out how. I put this VeRO, I'm going to say VeRO, it could be VeRO, but I like Oreos, so I'm going to say VeRO. Luna Mini 3 Facial Cleansing Massager. I put it up for sale on eBay a few months ago. Using sold comps that I found on eBay, I put this up for I think about $70 or $80, I think. And lo and behold, about 2 months in, I received a message that I had a VeRO strike against me. VeRO stands for Verified Rights Owner, and a company can become part of this program if they see something on eBay that their company produces that they believe is a counterfeit or a fake. They can contact eBay and say, hey, take this down. This is not one of our products. And then eBay will take the item down, contact the seller and say, don't do that again. It's a counterfeit, it's a fake. Be careful if you do that too many times. Possibly get a suspension or a permanent suspension. Nobody wants a permanent suspension of their account. So this is why even getting one of them, which I did already, about a year ago, I was trying to sell this Chanel button bracelet that a friend of mine gave me to sell on eBay. Turns out, not a real Chanel button. And I did some research on it. I kind of had a feeling, always go with your gut. And then one day I woke up to a VeRO strike from eBay saying, don't do that again. And it's kind of like a slap on the hand, it feels like, that not really, like they didn't say anything more. But from what I understand, if you get, I think 5 VeROs, you could get suspended for a period of time, or you could get permanent suspension. This time around, I was like, I know this is real. So I'm going to fight it because I didn't want to have another strike against me. I kind of stay away from really high-end items like the Chanel's and Louis Vuitton and high-end sneakers, things like that, because I am worried about finding something out at a thrift store that is fake and trying to resell it. So I just stay away from that stuff as much as I can, unless I'm really 100% sure that it's real. So when I received this email from eBay saying that I had an item taken down, if there was a problem with this, you have to contact the verified rights owner. And in this case, it's VeRO. At first I thought, I'm not going to do anything. I don't have the time for this. And then I thought, you know what? I am going to do something. Because I know this is not a counterfeit. And I'll tell you why. My mom bought it on QVC about 6 months ago. She decided she wasn't going to use it. She gave it to me. She said, you know what, sell it on eBay. So I know this is a real item. I know this is not a fake. I wrote to VeRO. I basically said that this is a real item. And I know this because my mom bought it off of QVC. And I asked in the email, are you selling counterfeit items to QVC? I knew that would probably ruffle a little feathers. I took a screenshot of the receipt she had and I attached it to the email. I also said, you've besmirched my selling reputation with eBay. I love using big words sometimes. They're fun. You have to rectify this because I don't want this eBay VeRO strike against my selling account. 2 days later, I got an email saying, we're looking into this. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you are. A few days after that, I received this email from VeRO. It's to VeRO@ebay.com. Dear team, we would like to withdraw our complaint regarding the following content, which Red Point submitted on behalf of our client, VeRO Inc., as they would like this content restored. For 99% of resellers, finding an original receipt is pretty slim to none. But if you can and you have it, fight it. I almost kind of let this go, but I thought, no, I don't want to have another strike against me. So definitely fight it. Here are some things you can do as an eBay reseller to avoid getting a VeRO. First of all, familiarize yourself with the rules. And I'll put a link down below in the description which will show you all the things about trademarks and copyright infringement, things like that, that could lead you to a VeRO. If you use a logo, or if you say that the brand is Burberry, but it's not actually a Burberry, you can't do that. They could actually file a lawsuit against you for that. So definitely take a look at the list below in my description. And then also, number one, if you bought the item and you know it's a high-end item, hold on to the receipt, because someday you may want to sell this. And there's nothing better than having the proof, because I found that out. I had the proof on an $80 item. So number one, hold on to high-end receipts, because they could come in handy someday if you decide to sell the item. Number two, take your own photos. Don't lift them from other listings or websites. Take your own photos of the item that you're selling. Number three, if the patterns on, say, a purse or article of clothing or shoes doesn't match up at the seams, it's probably a fake. And also, if it just doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel like a real Louis Vuitton, it's probably not. Go with your gut on those things. Number four, do your research. That's the biggest thing for me. Actually, start with do your research. Avoid spending your money on something that is only going to get you into trouble later. And I think if you just kind of follow these rules and keep them in the back of your mind, you'll probably do well. There are a lot of people that I know that only sell high-end items. I have a friend up in Westchester. She sells high-end bags. I went out thrifting with her. She can pick up something and say, fake, fake. There are people that know this stuff. So unless you're one of those people, go ahead, sell them. But if you're not, you've got to learn what they feel like, what they look like, everything about them, because otherwise you could end up getting a VeRO strike against you. Thanks for watching, Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting.